All this grant stuff is getting busier and busier, man. And now that the federal government is still thinking about new grants, all the local and state and county and nonprofits are creating grants because the whole country seems to be in trouble. And I go to Google Alert. If you do a Google Alert, I do it for a grant. On a daily basis, and today I got like over 70 more grants, to follow up on. 70 in one day. And this is grants for business, individuals, personal grants, nonprofits. I mean, look at this listing that goes on and on. Now bear with me because I want to tell you some of these so you get us idea. Okay, here's it. Empire launches a grant program for local businesses to recover. Okay, here's another one. Youngstown. Okay, they have a business, 3.1 million grant they're giving out in Youngstown, Ohio. Okay, that's it. Here's $100,000 grant in Newburyport. I don't even know where that is, and that's a for North Shore, nourishing the North Shore. I think that's some nonprofit that got that. Calvert County announces a COVID-19 grant for small businesses and nonprofits. It's a relief fund grant. There's a lot of local. This is down in Southern Maryland, to help businesses get back on their feet. Here's another one in Virginia. Virginia launches a grant for local agriculture and forest industries to get a grant. Here's one. TB businesses. I don't know what TB is. That's a company or something. They're using a grant to help people pay for rent. Small business grant. Here's another one in northeastern Mississippi. And the applications are open at noon. Okay, so this is brand new. Noon, they're going to start, accepting application. Here's a mini grant in Gloucester County. Mini grant applications for nonprofit organizations. See, everybody's worried about what the heck we're coming to. Okay, here's a grant for Black-owned beauty businesses. Hair salons, I guess, and nail salons and things like that. Here's the American Legion has a grant that supports a vegetable garden. Man, why go to the supermarket? You start your own vegetable garden, and there's a grant, $5,000 from the American Legion to start a grant. Okay, local nonprofits receive Blue Cross grants. Here's another one, $25,000 grant from the Habitat for Humanity. Oh, they received the grant to give out to other people. Wyoming, the state of Wyoming has grants for small business owners, to get back after the COVID stuff. Here's a grant for telehealth. There's a lot of telehealth in there. So find out about these grants if you're an IT person, so you can help doctors and other health officials, do the telegrant, because that's going to be a big increase in spending now. Here's $4.4 million grant for job creation. See, this is what it's all about. We got to create jobs. We got to create economic opportunity. Blah, 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 blah. Marathon County, wherever that is, $50,000 grant for small businesses. Project receives a grant to help support local businesses in Charlottesville, Virginia. Okay, I mean, it's still going. $9,000 marketing grant. That's right, a marketing grant to help businesses thrive beyond the pandemic. So if you have a business and you need marketing help, there's a grant for that. Here's $1 million grant funded by the telehealth screening. That's another IT kind of thing. $22 million relief grant for small businesses in Fort Bend County, wherever the heck that is. Back to Business Mississippi grant, website live, money earmarked for women and minorities. So this is in Mississippi for your small business to get going there. Okay, small tourism businesses invite to join PA Wilds for grant opportunity. So you're a small tourism business. I don't know, you can do rafting or tours or whatever. In the state they have grants for that. Veterans of Foreign Wars grant for hospices. Yakima Valley Small Business Relief Aid grant. Here's another one. Grants. The DeVos Department of Education is giving out grants. New grant available for veterans affected by COVID. Southern Maine Planning Commission has $180,000 grants. Lowell's. Okay, Lowell's. The fix-up people. Hardware store. opens applications for $25 million for minority small business grants. $25 million they're giving out to small businesses. PIMCO gives $25,000 grants to Girls Inc. That's a nonprofit. History grant. You like history? How about getting a history grant? Urban Awareness USA Youth Grant. $20,000. So you work with young people, youth. I'm going to tell this to my wife. She works with young people. So they're giving out grants of $20,000. Home builders grants. Okay, home builder provides eligible owner occupiers with a grant of $25,000 to build a new home or substantially renovate an existing home. Okay, wow. So this is a $25,000 home builders grants. It's not even the government. It's somebody else doing that. Okay, here, the Travel Wisconsin. That's another grant. Local nonprofits receive a grant, for food, if you're helping people with food. Black Business Relief Grant Fund. Okay, what do you think that is for, right? Small Business Stabilization Grant in Clark County. This is another thing for that. Rent relief grant in Madison, Wisconsin. Lots of rent relief. I just did a whole project just on Los Angeles, all the programs there. A million idea innovation grant. Right. Coffee County News. Coffee County, I should go there. Huh? They have $1 million grant for people with new ideas. Okay. Open Small Business Grant Program in Calabasas. Don't know how to say that properly. PayPal has an empowerment grant for Black owned businesses. RISE grant application. This is for students. There's a lot of money for students. The COVID, the CARES program in COVID is giving a lot of money to universities, and now they're starting to give that to the students. Okay, Reno County is now accepting grant applications to assist small businesses in Reno County. Village grant seeking public comment. They're going to have a grant now. They want people to comment. Hey, what the hell we should do with this money? So that's why you got to keep up on local governments, what they're doing here. Notice of public meetings about another grant for $150,000. That's a local grant. We're All In Small Business Grant opens June 15th, boy, to July 23rd. So see, that's the opening. You have from June 15th to July 23rd to apply for this grant. For small business, you get $2,500 to $30,000. Oh, they're giving $2,500 to 30,000 businesses that have 20 or fewer employees. That's right. So, in 2 weeks, that's over. CARES Higher Education Emergency Grant for students. Yeah, see, all the colleges and universities got this money. So go to your financial aid office and your college and ask about, hey, I'm looking for the CARES Act, Higher Education Emergency Grant. CARES Act, CARES Act. Higher Education Emergency Grant. Here, Vermilion County Community Foundation accepting grant applications. See, for community-based organizations. Here, Publicom's $9,000 marketing grant. Another marketing grant in Michigan. That's money to help you sell stuff. Marketing. Boy, you rarely see that. Actually, there's a big one in agriculture, I know. Kentucky has a humanities grant. That's right. You like history? They got $5,000 for it. Listen, so tonight at 4 o'clock, it's Sunday afternoon, whatever today is, at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be live at Let's Go Help to help members. Sorry, it's not going to be open to everybody, but the video I'll probably put on YouTube afterwards if you want to find out what we talked about, because it's hard to help too many people when I do these, so I got to keep it to paying members. So you want to get a membership and join us. It's letsgo.com. But otherwise, just wait and we'll put it up somewhere else later. But if you're a member, okay, come to the Facebook group, Let's Go Help Facebook group, and you'll see it in the discussions there. I'll be live from Washington, D.C., 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.